Hello there, Ddraig here, and I hope everyone has enjoyed the new DLC, The Grim and the Paunch. So as regular viewers will know, I deal with the modding side, which of course means that a DLC drop can take days and weeks for the modders to sort out the issues they have with their particular mod. So here's a video about an interesting mod called Remember Deploying Formations by Prop Joe. So we already have getting our formations ready for battle. We've recruited our units to build our army, and now we can see them on the battlefield themselves. So we now organise our troops into line formations, making sure everyone is in place, then click that start button. And of course we repeat that every single battle. It can be a bit annoying, especially when you have a large unit battle of 20 plus. Well, Prop Joe and his mod are here to help. The mod is highly compatible with other mods, as it is a battle script which mods do not tend to touch in general, but you might find the odd rare one. So to get to the battlefield now, and I'll show you how to use this mod. So here we are on the battle map. I'm just about to start my second battle of my Tyrion campaign. I'm also using Boys to a Boys mod, and I'm testing out my corrections. I'll put a link to the top right hand corner if you're interested in any of them. And I'll also put a link to the Boys and Boys coverage I've done as well, the completist. Anyway, in the meantime, so this is all about formations. So, as you can see, I have just set all my units at the back like everywhere would normally. So then you just do the usual, drag them over, highlight it. Actually, while I'm here, just in case people don't know, highlight them like that. So highlight the units, so I just do hold shift and highlight them all. Hold down Alt, drag it, and then drag them where you want. Again, same thing. I do it that way instead. You're going to have to do it on the unit cards, or just drag it and drop. Drag it, hold down Alt again, and then press F to the right to rotate it. Just so, in case some people don't know, I might as well explain that while I'm here. So, and then you just fill out where you want your formation to go. And I have to admit, every time I do these things, you get so used to being in a routine at the start of a battle that you put them out and you forget to move some units. I've done it. I've had my edge of the yard over here, and I just forgot to move it up. Start the battle, too late. Anyway, if the more keen-eyed viewer will see in the top left-hand corner, there's a few more options. So let's get all these back down the bottom here, out of the way. Oop. Come on. I'll do. And now position your camera roughly in the centre of the map. I'm facing the right way. And press apply formation. Boom. So this is for my previous battle. I set this eagle formation up. As you can see, it's a standard affair. Missile units in the front. Not missile units. Spearmen in the front. My two heroes behind them. And then my line of archers. And then the right lines of trace at the back there to support any particular gap. And of course I've got my units on the wing. Units on the flanks. Now all I have to do, highlight it all, like that, and assign my groups. Control 1 for anybody who doesn't know that. So just highlight it all and hold down Control on 1. I like to turn off skirmish, and I like to put on defensive mode. And drag my chariot and those into place. So that's 2. I'll Control 3 again, and I can quick start out and away I go. So how does this all work? Let's reset everything. So let's ungroup everything first. So let's just group and then ungroup and move at the back. So I've got one formation already set up. So I'm going to create another formation. This time I'm going to go with a bit more aggressive formation. So I'm going to put my chariots at the point and my cavalry on the right. Then we're going to put my white irons right in the bang in the centre of my front line, like that. You have 3, and then archers behind them, of course. Then in the gaps, that. So that's a bit more aggressive. Right, have I got all the units I have? So when you create a formation, always make sure that you highlight them all and have none of them in a group. On the mod description says don't have them in a group, because that messes it up. So there you go. There's my formation. Quick add. That is done. So to test it, let's put more on the back. Does my original formation work? Let's have a look at my original. That's my original one. I'll move the camera a bit too far forward. As you can see, if you move your camera too far forward, it squashes it up a bit. Trying to fit it all in. So let's move all these back. Move you back there. And you back there. So let's set back a bit. Pie formation. There we go. Perfect. Not bad. Alright, I want to try my new formation out. So let's click on the pie formation for top. And there's my new formation. Beautiful. And then I can start about as normal. And then of course you just assign all your battle groups again. But just that initial time spent just faffing around, it's fine for this. This does how many's in this army? 12, 13? So it's not too bad for a 13 unit army. When it gets to bigger armies, then it becomes more of a problem. And you just got to keep repeating the same things over and over again. This is just handy to quickly align all your troops up. So all I got to do, I fancy this formation, done. Sign them to 3, sign them to 2. And take my chariot. 1, York, start, and I'm ready to go. Oops. Yeah, done. Simple as that. Now, of course, what happens when you start messing around with your units? Now, eventually, and when I say eventually, pretty much the next turn, you're going to recruit more units. You're going to get bigger formations. You have more advanced things. Now, the mod doesn't cater for that completely, so all I would suggest you do is have a default formation like that. Maybe, if you're being sneaky, have one for one army, one for another army, etc, etc. The formations themselves are stored in your main folder on Steam. So Steam apps, common, Total War Warhammer 2. There's a file called formations.json. So if I started a new campaign, these formations you see here will be in that campaign. So the best thing to do if you plan to use this mod, and I kind of advise it because it is really handy, it just saves a bit of hassle. All you got to do is, all you got to remember is go into that folder, find that file, rename it to say Tyrian High Elves, or name it of your mod correction, like I sometimes do. Change it to that, start a new campaign, and that will create a new formation file. And then once you're done, just rename it to whatever that faction is, and then just keep swapping them, and just have the one that's called formations.json as your main formation file. That way, all you've got to do, when you know you're going to start a campaign, say I wanted to restart this one, I'll go into my folder, go to that High Elves formations.json, rename it, and remove the High Elves bit, back to formation.json, start the game, and I'll have these formations again. This way, you got a list of all your favourite formations. So to finish this video off about my formation, a bit further into the campaign, and I've pretty much just attacked something randomly just to show you this. And since then, it's about 3 or 4 turns later, I've added a few more units to my army. And as you can see, they were 3 Gotham Sea Guard, a couple of units of Aryan Weavers, and I think that's it. But one way to find out, if I hover over here, it tells me I have 3 Gotham Sea Guard and 2 Weavers not in this formation, which is rather nice. And even better, it even shows me which units there are. Nice and clear on the map. You have 3. So when I play this formation now, this is my first formation, it still puts everything in place, but of course these units are not there now. So all you got to do, so I want to create a little cavalry force here, so let's do that, and then we'll move it to the side of my right flank. I'm going to leave my chariot on my left, so let's move a bit further up, and I am going to create a quick new formation here. So let us select those units there, Let's move them a bit further forward. So that's my first wall. Then I'm going to have my Reference Sea Guard as my next wall of defence. Let's add a bit of a gap, more of a gap there. Let's add them a bit further forward. And then we'll move them a bit further forward. We'll put Tyrion and my noble in the gaps there. And I might try to spread it out a bit more, possibly. Actually, let's do this. So I've got a bit of protection for my actual archers, like that. I have one floating, and I have this one there floating as well. Not bad at all. So, formation. So I've got Reference Sea Guard protecting my back line, and up some extra firepower on the flanks. My right irons and my Reference Sea Guard, and then of course my front line of spearmen, heroes in the middle, and my right flank. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to replace my original formation with that. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, got higher to more, haven't I? There we go. And now if I do this, that should fix the problem. Let's do that and go by formation. Well, it's not perfect, but any stretch of imagination. Let's do that again. And apply formation. Let's go a bit further back because there's quite a lot of models now. There you go. Perfect. Not exactly sure why it's still showing them. I think it might be because of this one, I'm guessing. So let's delete that one. And there we go. That's so highlighted. So now I can just do my usual. Highlight that. Defensive formation, fire will on. Make sure that's on. Have that with 2. And we'll have this formation as one big formation of 3. And I can start the battle. So there you go. That's how to sort out the Remember deployment formations. It's an excellent mod. I'm sure you agree. And it is cool, and it's of course by Prop Joe. And I think I should check out because it is really useful and it just saves you going for the traditional high item or put more exactly where you want them, etc, etc. It gets a bit tiresome, especially in big armies. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.